Okay guys, here we are on American Truck Simulator. I'm just about to reduce the volume in that music because it's a bit annoying. Where the hell is it? Right. This is the latest version of American Truck Simulator. What SCS have decided to do is, rather than having two separate games in terms of Euro Truck Simulator, and on both of them are on different versions, if you know what I mean. Instead of having American Truck Sim, which was, I think the last update was 1.6, they've now changed it, so they're now running parallel. So the update numbers now are 1.28 beta for American Truck Sim, and likewise for Euro Truck Sim. The latest version of American Truck Sim has brought out doubles and trebles for the trailers. I haven't driven one yet, so I don't know what they're like, but what I have seen is, having watched another video, I have seen that there is problems. Now, I had a problem on this Mario map when they brought out the heavy haulage stuff, and when I tried to drive one of the trailers, when it actually appeared, it was bouncing all over the place because the parking area for the trailer was wrong. Now, I put that down to the Mario map being the issue. I think I think from what I've heard during the beta testing, there are issues with some of the parking areas for these trailers, and it can conflict with different mods that you have installed. Now, I don't have any other mods installed other than the fact that I'm on the Mario map, and we'll show you that one again. The Mario map, of course, there's the base map for the American Truck Sim. That's it there, what you see in that area. All the other areas are all part of the Mario map. So we've got Iceland, over to the Faroe Isles, we've got part of Canada, various other areas. We've also got, of course, Hawaii, and then all of the, in fact that's Japan over there, I believe, but then we've got all of the South America map all running down here. Now, I've just started a new profile, so I'm just going to do a couple of jobs. I probably won't get any of these double trailers. One other interesting thing that I found out is that on this map, the base map, which is that one there, there's only certain states that you are allowed triple trailers. I think all the other states on this map you can drive double trailers, but I think it's only Nevada that you can drive the triple trailers, so you'll find it difficult to pick one. And the other thing I believe is that if you do a job that has a triple trailer in it, you will only be able to drive from point A to point B. Say for example Jackpot down to Carson City. If you were driving from there to there, if that's still in Nevada, then you're fine. You won't be able to drive outside of the state with a triple trailer. That's the information that I've found. Whether it's 100% correct, I don't know. Anyway, meanwhile, I'm just going to do a quick job. San Diego to Oxnard, and see if this will work. So I don't have my own truck. I'm again just starting a new profile. I'm just doing freelance work with the truck supplied. So the first thing I need to do is to change my zoom settings. I like to be zoomed out so I can see the mirror. I think that'll be about it. Right, now let's see if all my buttons are working on my steering wheel. Yeah, they are. Now, where the hell's the way out of this place? Well, I'm guessing it's not round to the right. I'm guessing it's round to the left. So, we'll get the truck started. Get into gear. Check my brakes. I don't think I'm going to make it round here. This is a tight turn. Oh, I ain't going to make it. Now, again, if you've been watching any of the pool streams that I've been trying to do, I've been using XSplit as my broadcasting software, and I don't know whether it's because of the time of day. Presumably it is that the bandwidth is getting constricted a bit, but my videos usually start to buffer in the stream when I'm watching it. It's not doing it at the moment, and I don't know whether that's because I'm using Action software. I've now switched over to my Action software by Marillis at the moment to see if it's going to be okay. Right, let's see if we can get out of this place. Well, that's not a double trailer, that's just two containers. I think I need to tidy myself up here. It's always a change for me every time I go from Euro truck to American truck to get used to the turning circle. These damn things are much more clunky. Right. I think I'm away the wrong way. Yes, I've gone the wrong way. I'm too busy looking at the way out of the bloody place and forgetting to follow the GPS. Now can we go left? Anyway, this is just a short trip. Where the hell is that GPS updating to? That's the thing about the GPS. Never trust the GPS 100%, like I've just done, because it tends to lead you around in circles. We might spend an hour here trying to get out of this damn place, first of all. I think I'm actually zoomed out a bit too far now. Hang on. Let's just fix that. That's a bit better. Somebody I heard speaking the other day, or they posted on Facebook, and the way they were talking, they may well have misunderstood the update, because I think they were thinking that SCS in the future were merging Euro Truck and American Truck. Now, I haven't seen any post that alludes to any sort of thing like that, but I think the main thing is the fact that the version numbers of each game are going to be the same now. That's the main thing, to stop any further confusion. Right, quick look at the map. So we're going from San Diego up to Oxnard, and that shouldn't be long. Of course, we're still just running round in circles in San Diego. And I'm well over the line. well, that the software update has not the software update. The fact that I'm using Action instead of XSplit hasn't made any difference. It's still buffering on my version of the stream. I think YouTube have done an update as well that might be affecting this. Now, how am I doing for fuel? I'm going to need to pick up fuel fairly soon. That's the first thing you must always check when you're certainly driving as a freelance driver. Whenever you pick up your truck, you need to always double check the fuel they're giving you to start the journey, because you're so low rated and you don't have the fuel economy upgraded enough, your truck will eat the fuel. And on a journey where you're starting with less than a third of a tank, the first place you must find is a fuel stop. Oh well, at least we found a truck dealer now. There we go, and we're going left up here. Now, that's a fuel station. Now, how the hell did I get in there? I think I need to go up here. This is going to be fun, trying to get in here. Right, we'll manage that. Get the fuel in. We've plenty of fuel now, so we're good to go. Make sure we're going out here nice and tidy. So it's 8:56 at night. Sun will soon be well gone. It's now well below the horizon. Good afternoon, whoever that is. Oops, too busy looking at the stream. Missing the traffic lights. I should say hola or hola. I think we'll go on the freeway in a minute. Finally out of the town. Frame rate's good in this part of the map. It always is. Runs very smooth. Especially when you're streaming at the same time. This has got an 18-speed gearbox and probably 2 or 3 reverse gears as well, I think, this truck. You know what, I don't actually think I've ever bought a truck yet, an American Truck Simulator. I've been testing so many different versions of maps that I've never kept a profile long enough to actually go and buy a truck, which is strange. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to a truck dealer yet. And I've had this game since the day it came out. Now, let me just pause the game. How is on the outside? I know that your English isn't very good, but I can assure you my Spanish or Portuguese or whatever it is you speak is absolutely atrocious. And I do apologise for that. I always start wondering when cars go away out into the outside lane, then you realise it's actually an exit ahead. Check my zoom works. Yeah, it works. It's been that long since I've played the American Truck. Well, at least a month or more, which seems a long time. We're actually speeding at the moment. And the speed limit's gone down to 55. Jumped down a couple of gears. Yeah, there's only very few trucks, of course, in the game, but you can certainly download plenty of truck mods. There's lots of them out there. But I think it's always better to test a map without any mods installed and test an update as well to see if things run smoothly. Now, do we exit up here? I need to zoom in. Where the hell are we? Yes, we do. What's a helicopter doing out at this time of night? Oh, we're almost there. Well, I knew it was a short trip. Now, if you've seen me driving before, you know my major problem is reversing these damn things. Even in third person, I still can't reverse. Right, now, where are we going in here? Horrible driving at night, trying to see where the hell you're going. Even the lights on. Now, where the hell's the parking area? Right, we're going over the railway line. There it is. Well, this looks fairly generous. That was relatively painless. And we're only going to creep and crawl up to level 2. Right, so job market. And I'm just taking the job with the most money. That's set to the top. And where the hell are we going now? I don't even know where that is. But it looks like we're going to have to drive back to San Diego to get a flight out there. Where the hell is that? That looks like down to Brazil. Strangely. Right, so we'll take the job. container. Again, where the hell? I'll put the wipers on. How do I get out of here? So it's round to the right, is it? Must be that way. It looks like it. Check the map, see where we're going. I think we're heading back. As I said, I think we're heading back to San Diego, are we? Yeah, because that's where we get our connection. And then we head down to Brazil. We head down to Rio, so we're getting a connection from Rio. And then it's a short trip back up there to complete the job. Right. That helicopter still hovering in the same position. Just follow him because the road's narrowing down. Fuel tank looks okay for the time being. think we were a wee bit quicker this time, considering we didn't have to go round in circles in San Diego to find our way out. Now we've just got to find our way to the airport, or the train station, or whatever it is, or the ferry port. Oh, wrong bloody lane. I needed to change my zoom again. This hopefully might take us to level 2. Well, I think one of the first jobs that I did on this map was actually to Japan. I think it was to Tokyo, and the GPS got so confused that I actually had to respawn. I just had to respawn the truck because I couldn't find the route into the actual place I had to drop off the trailer. It was the roads. The roads are like a loop, and they loop round into one another, and the GPS couldn't work its way round to find out how to get to the destination. If I kept following the GPS, I was just going to end up going round and round in circles. I hasten to add that I realised that after I'd done my first loop round the city. Quite a confusing little part of the map, the Japan map. So the best thing to do there is to actually plot your route. When you get to Japan, you have to actually use the waypoints to configure your own route into the destination, because you will get lost if you just use the GPS and let it automatically find the route, because it doesn't work. So anyway, we can't be far from our connecting point that will take us down to Rio. and it looks as if dawn is about to break. I think this is us heading round to the airport now. This looks kind of familiar. I might be wrong as usual. I think I'm wrong. Yes, I'm way off the mark because we're just arriving in San Diego. We've got to go right through, or well, we're going to bypass the town, but we're definitely not far now. These this light asphalt, it's difficult to actually follow the line of the road to see where your position is on it. The white lines blend into the colour of the asphalt. And we followed him in the wrong lane again. When I did my last Friday night 9-ball, I said I was going to restart my router to see if it would maybe solve this buffering issue, but I forgot to do it. But once I'm finished this video, this is us coming round to the airport now, once I'm finished this I'm going to do it and make sure the problem's not just my end. Right, here we are. Get right down the gears. So we go in through this little narrow passage up here, and then it's a sharp turn to the right and left if I remember right. So in here, and there it is up there, just hidden behind that truck. And we're looking to get the connection to Rio. Right, so presume it was Rio, wasn't it? Yeah, there we are. So off we go. Journey's end very quickly. Now, again, same problem. Where the hell do we go to get out? Looks like straight ahead. Helps if we start the engine. Right down the gears. Drive around the coast and we should be there. Now you see already the GPS is confusing me because it's showing, I think we're going up that road above us. I think that's the objective, is to get up onto that road above us maybe, but it's so confusing. And that's what it's like in Tokyo. Now, I think we need to have a quick look at the map and just see exactly what's happening here. So the road's showing us, for some reason it's showing us going round in a loop. Now, the question is, it looks as if we have to go, yeah, I think we need to go up there, then turn left and come round so that we're on that bridge. I think that's what we need to do. That bridge that's ahead of us to the right there, that's where we need to go, so I think we need to turn left up here. So we keep going and then we turn left, he says confidently. Well, that was handy. Lights have changed. Hopefully we can make it. Well, that fella's generously letting us turn. Round we go. Let's zoom in on the GPS. So this should take us up onto that road that then takes us over the bridge. So we're in Rio de Janeiro, and we've only got how many miles, I don't know, because I haven't got the GPS set right. Oh, 25 miles to go, so very quickly we'll be there. Hopefully get to level 2. Climbing up onto this bridge that we went under. Going a bit too fast here. That's a bit better now. Now we're on the right track. We know where we're going. Speed limits dropped dramatically there, straight down to 37, and almost a collision. None of these are automatic, I don't think. That looks a bit tight. Jesus, man. That is tight. Am I getting through the right gate here? That doesn't give you a heck of a lot of room to get through. That's better. I'm glad we got rid of that white asphalt because it's so difficult to see the lines in the road. Where the hell am I going? I'm totally confused. I should be here. I should be in this lane. Roy. I think that's what it says. Right, need to zoom in. Right, so we're going in here. I should have been out there slightly to make the turn. This is going to be tight, I think. Oh no, there it is up ahead. Now, where are we going? Have we got room past this trailer? Right, we're going to have to do a U-turn here, one way or another. The question is whether we've got enough room. Now should I go that way or that way? I think I should go that way. Again, with the darkness it's difficult to see, so I'm going to go right. This is probably a wrong move. I think this is way offline. Yeah, miles off it. And of course we've got boxes in front of us to limit our turning point. Take a lot of turning, these American trucks. This could be a long one, folks. Yes, I think we could be here for the... Now, there's a space up there I never noticed. There's some room up there. That's the problem. I need to go up there to the right. But in the bloody darkness, it's so hard to see. I'm sure there's room up here. Yeah, there's a space there. Where the hell does that go? That's the area I needed to find. I didn't know there was... Oh no, there isn't. There's something there blocking it, but... how does that look? I'm still going to have to go sharp. This is going to take a long while. Yep, a long time. I'm absolutely hopeless at this, and I don't mind admitting it. Back to square one. I'm back to where I was before. Right, is there room over here? Yeah, there's a bit more room that way. Right, come on. Could be an hour and 20-minute video where an hour and 10 minutes of it is me trying to park. That's going to go way wrong again. Getting used to this, it takes so much longer for the trailer to react compared to Eurotruck to actually start moving. I don't think I'm going to squeeze past that trailer. Get round, for Christ's sake. Well, thank God there's not a lot of people watching this. Oh dear. How bloody bad is this? How bad can you get at this game? Right. Come on. We might be getting it this time. Oh, that'll do. Thank God for that. Oh dear. Right, so we still get the bonus for parking eventually. And that takes us to level 2. Right, so we'll add one onto the distance, apply that. Go to the job market. And now that's where's that going from? Los Angeles to somewhere in Hawaii. I think that's Hawaii. Yep. Let's see if let's do it by cargo weight. That's the same one, is it not? I think it is. Hang on, that's a different one. That's from Tokyo. Way down to Santiago now. Now that's only for pennies though. We're not doing that one. That's the one we want to choose. Right, so that's going from Los Angeles to somewhere in Hawaii. We'll take that one. That should give us the most money. Right, now again, let's get ourselves squared up here. Is that good to go? Let's have a look at the camera. Oh, wrong one. That one. Right, that'll do it. It's just a big long trailer. I never pay any attention to what's in the trailers. But I think... Now, do we go right or left? That's anybody's guess. The one way to find out is to cheat. Like I'm doing. So there's my truck there, so we'll go there. Nope. Oh, wait a minute, where were we? Right, so we're going this way. That's the way out. Good thing is, so far the map hasn't crashed. Bearing in mind again, this is the latest version of the Mario map with the latest version of American Truck Sim, which is version 1.28. Check the map. So again, where are we going now? Well, that's us in Los Angeles, but we're heading down to the ferry port here, down south, and then we're going across. We need to make sure. Now this is a bit confusing. Hang on a minute here. We're showing we're going there. Right, now, this could be tricky. So we're going to there. Now what the hell? That's Honolulu first, and then from Honolulu we go to that place, however you pronounce it, and then from there we get a connection. So as soon as we get off the ferry there, we jump back on the ferry to then head down to there, and then it's a drive across to where we're going, our destination, which is in there. Right, so that's where we have to be careful when we're choosing what ferry to get on. And we also need to remember to check our fuel, and it looks fairly low, so I don't think we'll get many options for fuel. Now there, lo and behold, is the fuel stop in there, so we're going to nip in there straight away. Now, what's the best one to go into? I think it's that one. Just making sure we've got enough room to get out of here. Right. Let's zoom out a bit. That's better. Nothing coming that way. Exit. I think the other problem I've got is the fact that I'm such a low-rated driver that I don't have enough licenses to probably pull the type of double trailers that are in the game. I mean, for example, one of the double trailers that I've seen was a fuel trailer, so I don't even know whether I'm licensed to pull any petroleum and inflammable liquids yet. So it tends to be that you feel as if you're going over the same ground when you first start a new profile. But you just need to persevere. You'll get there in the end. But the way it's been recently, no sooner have you started a new profile, but they bring out another update. Or they update the Mario map, or they do something. didn't make that corner. I think I've crashed into that pole before. Again, too busy paying attention to the GPS and not paying much attention to where you're actually going doesn't help. I don't think any damage was done, just to the pole. Whoops. Better put the lights on. So if I remember correctly, I think the first port of call is Honolulu. That's where we're headed to. This must be the same or a similar truck to the last one I had. It's still an 18 speed. Back on this light coloured asphalt, so even if you zoom in you can see there are lines there on the middle of the road, but it's difficult to follow them, especially with the headlights reflecting off the surface as well. That's better, back onto the normal stuff. Again, same as the last trip, heading past San Diego down to the connection. Hopefully we'll get to drive in daylight at some point. First couple of trips has all been in darkness, more or less. Yeah, you see how that car disappeared there in front of us? That's us now on the section of the map that has been added to the base map. This is part of the Mario map that takes us to the airport. That's why that car disappeared there. The car that was directly in front of us just disappeared into thin air, so I don't think you'll get any traffic in this part of the road, because it's just taking you to a dead end into the ferry connection once we get around this bend. There we are. So it's again in straight ahead, then sharp right and left. Get right down the gears. Through the little gap up here. Round to the right. Sharp turn to the left. And we're back to where we were 15 minutes ago. Right, so having checked our route, we must be going to Honolulu first, which we'll do. Oh, there's a bit of daylight here. Well, not for long, because it's, what, is that 1800 at night? We're about to lose the daylight again, so we're in Hawaii, and then I think we have to hit the connection again. Now, and then I think it's that place we go to. Right, I'm going to double check that by going to the map. I'm sure that's the place that we're going to get. We're going to there, and then we get one from there. Oops, I don't want to leave any waypoint markers. And then from there we go down there. Right, so I've got that. Don't want to do anything stupid. Back to there. And now we double check the map again. Now that we're here, now it's showing us going back to there, but we ignore that because we're looking for a connection down to, is that, I can't see that, Kalina Kona or something to that effect. So let's check that. There we go. So that's where we're going. And then from there it's a drive to the destination. Oh, it's Kalua Kona. Right, check the map again. And we've just got that short little trip up to our final port of call. Right, now, what gear are we in? We're up in 10th. And it's 10 PM at night, so again we're driving in darkness. We're going to see nothing. Oh, my stream has caught up with itself, and I'm watching myself trying to park this damn truck in the last job that I did. Goodness knows how long that took, but it's embarrassing. 24 miles. Sorry, not 24 miles. Is that 91 miles? I can't see that from here. I think it's 91 miles, so it's a bit further than I thought. End there. No damage. Yeah, 88 miles to go. Let me just have a look at the chat. Oh, are you still there, Andy? It'll be a while before you see that in the chat. almost there. Got another 38 miles to go. Quick check the map. There we are, and that's where we have to go. So we're almost home. Yeah, new profiles are always slow to get off the ground. Oops, voice is beginning to go. Where the hell am I going now? You just got to persevere. I think we're in here to the right somewhere. The voice is going to cut out altogether here, I think. Now, there we are up there. This looks really tight. Now again, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to have a look and see where we're going. So there's a truck, and that's where we have to park there. So we could go in there and reverse into there and then back out. Right, so if we go go straight ahead up to there, reverse in. Where the hell am I? That's me there, so up there, and then into the right, and then reverse there. That's going to be fun. This might be a lot more difficult than in theory. Now, where the hell should I go? Something tells me I should go along here. Yes, this is going to be as painful as the last one. Oh, wait a minute, that was almost it. The green light went on there. That's going to do for me. That'll do. I'm not going to flap about. Once the green light goes on, I'm hitting enter. Oh, that was hazard class 1, so obviously one of my licenses got me that job, and we're only at level 2.5. Right, I'm going to find out where the next job goes, but I'm going to call it quits at this point, guys, anybody who's still watching. Because I'm a long way off getting any double trailers here, I think. Where's that one going? Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Well, that's a good one, because that's Los Angeles to Reykjavik. So again, we'll probably have to go down. I don't know where we're going this time, but we're going to have to go south and then get a connection up to Canada and then over to Reykjavik. Right, so that will be our next job, but it'll have to be for the next time, guys. So at that point, I'm going to bid you a fond farewell, and thanks for anybody who's still